This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience.
Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to be reviewing Christian Dior Men Fashion Show Fall Winter 2021/2022. The video I will be reviewing from is taken directly from the Christian Dior own website / YouTube channel. So fair use applies. I shall be reviewing their own video. All right, you guys. So before we get to the review of the actual fashion show, let me just explain a couple of things. I am filming this video live, so I do have a live virtual studio audience with me. On the sidebar here, I have my chat co-reviewers in the chat section who are going to co-review the fashion show together with me. I will be reading your guys' chats live in this video. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Super Dacob all spelled together. And you can also join today. Push the join button next to the subscription button and become a member of the Fashion Bunker to get extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob all spelled together there as well. Become a patron today and get access also there to special exclusives. Thank you guys so much, and thank you to all my patrons and my members who have already pledged. Okay, so let's get to this video. I am, by the way, wearing a complex concoction of things because Fashion Week is kind of just over, and I'm still in the mood and the vibe, wearing some of my favorite pieces: vintage Chanel earrings, vintage Christian Lacroix, sweetie darling, cross brooch. We got a Vivienne Westwood harness, vegan, mind you. Vintage Dolce & Gabbana jacket and a Yohji Yamamoto shirt. Yes, it's a mix of everything. Of course it's a potpourri. Of course it's a plethora of everything. Is it too much? Probably, but it's done for a reason. Okay, guys, let's hit it with the fashion show. Let's see. Okay, a little bit of geometry, darling. I have my Pepsi with me. In a Coca-Cola glass, by the way. Not sponsored, hashtag, at all. Okay, spiraling, are we? Oh, fast camera movement. Okay, very military meets Prince. Yeah, I mean, it does give me like Dior vibes-ish. Again, we had this with Chanel. Now we have it with the Haute Couture show. For Dior, we also have the stripes on the pants. This is more military vibe, so I get kind of the stripes on the sides. Oh, more mountain climber. Okay, here we're in the Alps. This over feminine, masculine, but with the like those cheekbones could cut you, but then the curly twirly hairs that are like super feminine. So there's like this androgynous aspect going on. Oh, John Galliano's bag. Well. Did we rehire John, or is Kim just taking all the thank yous for what John actually left over at Dior? Shade much? Okay, oversized bags, interesting. Then there's also tiny bags. The jackets, okay, we got a little camouflage going on there. Earthy tones. Yeah, we got the navy. Yes, we got the, oh, okay, girl. Okay, yeah, I see you. I see you. You're camouflaging, but the purpose of camouflaging is to hide, not to be so visible. Okay, girl. Yeah, no. The camera movement is very dynamic, doesn't really give us a chance to see the pieces. I mean, but we do get different camera angles. That's kind of interesting. Okay, there's a second layer. They walk up, down the runway, up the runway. Yeah, okay. A kind of accent, military accents, oversized buttons, oversized ornaments, big bags, little bags, jackets. You can see how this jacket is short, but the shirt underneath is longer than the jacket. That's a style. It's been going on for some time now. So it's nothing new. The more classic look. I'm sure the sweater is also available in just a one color, one monotone for those who do not dare wear the camouflage. Scarves are happening. Okay, jacket with the zip on and zip off pockets probably. Again, you see that kind of bohemian looking twirly hairdo placed on, you know, these androgynous looking high cheekboned creatures. The color combination is nothing we haven't seen before, but you know, this is giving me more John Galliano vibes than anything. This, especially the rounded hat. I mean, you know, he would have done it for girls more, but... So, yet another homage to John. What, are we making a John Galliano show or a Christian Dior show? What am I missing here? Yeah, okay, a little bit of faded. We get that kind of trench coat with the ombre effect, which we've seen before as well. More camouflage, groundbreaking. Okay, yeah, trench, jacket, pockets on the side. Okay. Almost like, dare I say, I want to be deconstructive or deconstructed garments, but I don't dare go there fully. So I'm just going to give a little, because this is luxury after all, for the people who have the money but don't dare. That's kind of what this feels to me like. It's like, look, I can show you that I can afford a Dior, but I'm not going to, but it's going to be like a uniform rather than something innovative. My gosh, that's so tacky. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, Gavroche from Les Miserables is in the house. Go to the barricades, darling, sweetie darling. Fight for the people. Yeah, no. That knitted little crocheted little beanie hat. I like the shape of the hat, you know, the bowler, but it's the combat. But did you see like this beige jacket? This look at this. The kind of Bordeaux pants, the beige jacket, then that hat. It's like, what are you trying to tell me? It's a clash of things, all elements we've seen in the past. And now is that real crocodile? Is Dior still doing exotics? Shame on you if you are. It's like we've seen all these elements separately, sometimes even in this combination already in the past. So this is not, oh, this is elegant, I have to say. Just because of the colorway, not because of the shape. Elegant color, but those like oversized stars and stripes and no, not like it. More, okay, so we got a huge saddle bag. Okay, we got these Angora, is it cashmere, Angora, whatever sweater. Yeah, the colors are meh. Again, the stripes on the sides of the pants. I hate stripes on the sides of the pants. That's just my personal thing, so it is what it is. Oh, but it looks like you could like just pull the buttons open. It's one of those the porn pants they call them, you know, easy access. You just pull them open and you got the easy access. I was never a fan of this over-the-top, like, hyper-masculine guys, muscly, you know, super skinny, because they also starve themselves but do a lot of sports. And they got the definition. If they were to take their clothes off, they would be super ripped and, like, hyper-masculine, but then, like, typical with this twist, which we know since, like, decades already. But, like, super feminine features painted on the face. It just doesn't do it for me no more. Oh, this looks like a young Johnny Depp. Just stepped out of a Tim Burton movie. Just for the makeup, not for the outfit, obviously. Little chic gardening. Total look for the garden before you go on your horse riding. Well, total look would be around 20 grand. Little gardening look for 20 grand for the chic mystique. Ciao. No. What are we? We're shooting Lord of the Rings part 7? Frodo in the house. No. Frodior. Christian Frodior. It's not Frodo, darling. It's Frodior. Yeah. Yeah, he's a baby. How young is he? He seems like so young and already in the military. In the Dior military. Oh my god, this is dreadful. This insignia, this military insignia. So what is Dior trying to tell us? Who are they fighting for? Are they fashion warriors? Are they fighting to preserve the environment? What gives? Kim and Co. What gives? Oh, okay, and then like, okay, here, like, splatter a bit of like, let's paint something on a shirt. All right. You know, just to break a little bit the pattern of the camouflage and the military attire. Now paint something. but then go back to military right away. Go back to the military. Heaven forbid we were to forget that the theme is military. Crochet beanie. What, grandma couldn't do nothing better with your military coat? I like the grandma coat though. The grandma, kind of this lavender grandma coat with a crochet beanie, kind of cute. I mean, as separates perhaps. Look at this. What? I'm sorry, you guys. I don't want to be so negative, but like, I mean, I'm not even negative. This is just super funny to me. The first look is like Dior meets Hades, Yves Saint Laurent meets Dolce Gabbana a little bit. Oof. The glitz and the glamour, yeah. What a mix of everything. There's a bit of Gautier, there's a lot of Galliano, there's a bit of Hedi Slimane in there. There's just, what is this? But nothing, listen, except maybe for a bowler, if somebody really made me do it. There's nothing from this collection that like calls my name, that makes me crave it or desire it, like a piece that I would really want to get. Nothing. Are these supposed to be like oversized boom boxes or something? I mean, okay, whatever. It doesn't even matter. The aesthetic of it all, it's just, oof. It feels so heavy. It feels like a burden. Oh my God, now they're filming the back of the set. There they go. Okay, the grandma look. Yeah. Oh, yeah, hands in pockets. Sure, that's very polite. And goodbye to you too. All right. Let's read the chats. Kate says, you look fabulous. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you. Olfactive Story says, nice mix. Wink, wink. Red Cupid Bowl Lip says, you look amazing. Thank you so much, sweetie. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Olfactive Story says, aw. Jack says, I do like the set design, though. Amelia says, is Mr. Kim Jong-un gonna come out with his dangling peanut? Or whatever his name is? Oh my God. Amelia, you remember that photo? With the finger? With Kim and the finger? Kim and the finger. That's another t-shirt for you. Jack says, the embroidery is great. I saw a video. The sparkly coat at the start is a reference to an early Dior piece. Sure, the sparkliness of it all. I like the sparkly aspect of it too. Kate says, I was just thinking that their cheekbones are killer. Oh, they could cut you with the cheekbones. Maria says, the models look like something smells under their noses. LMAO. Aisha says, it's a very fast video. MK says, I miss the Fashion Week circus. Some looks and attitudes on the streets are just so hilarious. Lucas says, as many camera shots as in a soccer match. Factor Story says, a big military influence. Jack says, painted bowler hats are a fail for me. Although we do love a Vivian bowler hat, don't we, Jack? I love Vivian's giant bowler hats, by the way. Anyway, yellow and green, meh. Says Jack. Olfactive Stories. Oh, the black coat was really beautiful. This is giving Alessandro Michele era Gucci, says Emilio. Ooh, cha the shade. Kid Marie says, lots of yellow. Wow. Audrey says, I don't feel I can really appreciate anything. I see it on the screen and it's gone. Aisha says, nice collection, but where is the Dior? Ooh, Aisha, you just dropped that bomb. Like, I didn't even expect it. Damn, girl, you lit with your comments tonight. Paul says, the neon and the fluo yellow is cliche already. Yeah, it is a bit dated, isn't it, Paul? Yeah. Jack says, stripes on the trousers. Why? Aisha says, LOL, Audrey. Okay, says, I need to see the garments up close, but in some ways it reminds me of early 2010s military trends seen in Gucci by Frida, Lanvin, Albert Elbaz, or Burberry's by Christopher Bailey at the time. True. A lot of that going on in this collection. Jack says, gotta say, I do love a mandarin collar. Yeah, they can be very elegant. I agree with you. I agree with you. Lori says, I was thinking the same thing about the stripes on the pants. We used to call that neck dress. Factor Story says, LOL. Aisha says, they call that a cop-out, Dacob. Not really daring to go there. I'm falling asleep. It's so boring, says Mr. Philip Fabulous. Not the live stream, but the fashion show, I hope. Kate says, that's a nice trench. Sorry, guys. Debbie says, this is all over the place. Melly says, I have nothing good to say, so I will say nothing. LOL. Factor Story says, yes, the trench was great. Jack says, there's no story here. Lie to Me 101 says, I would like to have a bit more time to see the details. They are cutting away really fast. Amelia says, oh, Dacob, I hope you won't get flagged for the music. No, Emilio, I am using... this is not the music from the fashion show, you guys. This was not the music from the fashion show. I'm not using any sound from the fashion show. This is... again, that word I'm forgetting to. This is the music I'm allowed to use. I found music that is royalty free or whatever it's called. So I'm allowed to use this music. Don't worry, Emilio. But thank you for being worried. Thank you. Yeah. Laurie says, I'm with you, Melly. Boring. MK says, yes, Dior price tags had skyrocketed since Kim arrived. We'll never spend that much on men's garments. And I think many other people won't either because this collection. Kate Marie says, there's just a lot happening. Fact of Story says, but that sweater? Sorry, but no. Jack says, I do believe they're repeating models because of the lockdown situation. Well, okay, they can repeat them. I don't mind, or a repeated model. No pun intended. Vel says, I'm really not feeling this, LOL. I know it feels too stiff. There's something so stiff about it. Except for a few looks. Audrey says, I'm just getting a headache. I feel like I'm on the runway with them after a night out uptown. Aisha says, I'm getting a Russian vibe from some of this. Vel says, oh my God, Audrey. Debbie says, oh my God, I thought Johnny Depp too. Right? It felt like Johnny a little bit. Lori says, contour on cheeks, darling. Oh, these crochet beanies, sweetie darlings. Is a fact of story. I know, right? And of course, Amelia goes, heroin chic, more like lean chic. LMAO. Fact of story says, no. Kate says, Lord of the Rings. Did I go too far? I could get even more shady than that. I just didn't want to. I thought that was already like borderline too much. But yeah, Lord of the Rings. Lied to Me 101 says we want more diversity in female models' body types. Maybe the male models could be more diverse too, perhaps. Good point, Lied to Me. Jack says, I hate military references right now because of brutalization, corruption, and murder, etc. I don't want to be associated with that. Well said, Jack. Aisha says, Frodo in the house. Jack says, my God, they're giving the outfits like 6-second screen time. Well said, Lied to Me, Audrey. Oh my God, the comments, you guys, I love you. These chats. Aisha's like, what the? And Rich Mitch is like, the precious. Laurie says, fashion fascist? Actually, fashion fascist, if you say it fast enough, it sounds like the same word. They're so similar. Dreadful, but true. Oh my God. David says, oh, agreed with the fascist. Bland, says David. Miranda says, hello everyone, just getting out of work. Hello Miranda, welcome to the chat. David says, no colors. Super dull. Rich says, they need to make clothes for a big unit like me. Ooh, Rich, do tell. Caleb says, oh, hello, I'm back. Looks like we're reviewing a disgrace right now. Yes, Caleb, we is. Aisha says, gosh, that model looks depressed having to wear it. For the money, for the coin. Where's it for the coin, darling? And gets paid way less than a female model would, by the way. Male models get... This is kind of one of those rare jobs on this planet, in this economy, where men actually earn less than women. It's always the other way around, but not models. Debbie says, it's just an odd show. Aisha says, gosh, that model looks depressed having to... Oh, I read that. What is the Star of David? Okay, wait. Emilia says, what in the Star of David is going on? Audrey says, they all look like they are going to burst into tears. Paul says, that's a pimp coat. Yeah, it kind of does look like a pimp coat in a way. Lie to me when one says, that sparkly jacket is a mood. MK says, some prints are also very reminiscent of Dries van Noten. Some cuts of Balmain by Christophe Descarnin, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Well, this show is a mix and match of early 2010s hits. I already own many similar items. Jack Dean says, again, too many people. Aisha says, Audrey, you are on fire. Richmond says, it's got a touch of the book, 1984, about it. Oh, George Orwell? Yeah, maybe. Oh, because they're not allowed to think? That's why they have that bland look on their faces? Right? A lot of greasy hair, says Paul. Yeah. Talk about saving the oceans. All that grease that they use, when they wash that off, that's going to clog the sewers of Paris, darling. The grease will clog the sewers of Paris. Jack says, wow, that's a lot of models. How is this safe to do? Girl, nobody acts. Nobody acts. They just do it. Terrible, but they, Is this neo-Orthodox Jew attire, says Amelia. Audrey says, Aisha laughing. Everybody's laughing. Paul says, some of those coats are cool, though. Melly says, wake me when it's over. Melly, wake up. It's over. David says, couldn't agree more with Dacob. If I saw myself in one or two pieces, was too much. Audrey says, what a depressing show. Caleb says, bye, Kim. MK says, all in all, the show reminds me of those greatest hits CD albums from the 80s and 90s. Oh my God, you guys. Amelia says he looks miserable. Kim looks Les Miserables as well as Gavroche, the little Gavroche guy. Debbie says, neither of these shows today allowed us to focus on the details. Of course, they never do. It's a thing. It's a vibe, darling. How dare you ask about... If you dare ask about what the show meant, that means you will never understand. If you dare ask how much it costs, it means you will never be able to afford it. If you dare ask for more time to view the pieces, it means that you will never really see them. They just blabber on. It's all conceptuality, but it's empty. It's empty. Hands in pockets like a little kid, LOL, says Paul Parker. I thought that was super rude. You don't put your hands in your pockets when you step up in front of a crowd. Listen, let me tell you one thing. You might say like, what the hell? What? I do what I wanted. No. I remember when I was a kid, there was a huge issue. I had a little particle of glass. Oh, this is so terrible. I was helping my mom wash my aquarium for my fish. And a little splinter of glass fell into my eye. I didn't know it. It was so tiny, microscopic, so I didn't feel it right away. It didn't hurt. So I went to bed that night. I woke up next morning. The eye was completely bright. I couldn't open the eye because the glass was somewhere in there, cutting through harpooning itself through my eyeball. My mom took me to the doctor. I was a little kid. I was super scared. I couldn't open my eye. I was terrified. And it was cold. It was winter. And I had a jacket on. I had my pockets I had my hands in my pockets. Oh, that doctor was a bitch. But you see, but taught me something. Till the day I die, I will never forget this, you guys. So we entered the room and I'm like shy like this with my eyeball falling out, literally and with my hands in my pockets, like super, super scared and sad and in pain. And still the doctor was like, is this how you greet a person with hands in your pockets? And I took my hands out of my pockets. I was like, sorry. And then, she took the glass out. Everything was fine. But like that traumatized me still to this day. What a strict woman. It was a lady doctor. But I'm kind of thankful to her today, even though the trauma, like she made me feel so guilty and so bad about myself that I never, ever made that mistake again. And in fact, still to this day, I remember. And so I'm very specific and precise about this kind of bon ton and behavioral pattern, like hands out of pockets when you're entering a space and you're acknowledging the presence of somebody. It doesn't matter if that somebody's older than you, younger than you, in a higher position at work than you. Sure, the doctor could have had a better, perhaps, way of saying things. She saw that I was in agony and pain. Maybe she could have kept it to herself until she fixed my eye, patched it up, and then said, hey, by the way, there's ways and ways of telling things, especially to kids. She was abrupt as a mofo, as many doctors are at a certain point in their careers when they like lose completely touch with the fact that actually they have a human being in front of them rather than just a number, a patient. But I digress. So since that's why I'm fixated with hands and pockets as well, you see, it's everything. Everything stems from our childhood. You guys. I digress. Living is giving me villain. Now, this is giving me villain from Meet the Robinsons. Oh my God. Oh, Kim, that was grim. Audrey, a little rhyme. Jack says, of course, I'm trying to find a black Westwood Mountain hat right now. I got one. It took me years to find one that actually has a logo on the... I don't if you've seen that. Well, anyway, I'll show you a photo. Geekanoids, hey, sweetie, how's it going? Welcome to the live chat. Hello. Hi, Dacob. Happy weekend to you. Happy weekend to you too, sweetie. Love... Laurie says, love a big unit. Amelia says, we love a big unit. Lucas says the chat is rated R. Lives ASMR. Dior. ASMR. Thank you for waking me up, LOL, says Melly. Wake up, Melly. Okay, says, Caleb, are you kidding me? Do you know how much Dior used to cost a few years ago? The emperor has no clothes, says Emina. Melly says, oh my Dacob, ouch. Saint Laurent, Celine, Balmain, Balenciaga's prices are just as crazy nowadays, says MK to Caleb. Oh my God, seriously, you're just a kid. Who's a kid? Melly says, oh my God, seriously, you're just like, yeah, I know, right? Paul Parker says, that's how it's done, though. Laurie says, there was this guy at work that always had hands in pockets, and we were all so traumatized by him. Ah, you see. Paul is like, that's how it's done. Oh, you're one of them there, Paul. You're a strict one, Paul. You're a strict one. I mean, I get it, but as a kid? Says Melly. It is what it is. It happened. I lived through it, and I lived to see another day. My parents always taught me manners. Don't cost a thing, Audrey says. Paul Parker says, maybe she was trying to be funny. No. She was very strict. She was angry. She was super angry. Paul Parker says, haha. Emil says, calm your beep, Miss Doctor. Caleb says, MK, I don't shop with Dior, but I know the price range. The only brands I've been shopping with are the Row, Chanel, Hermes, clothes and textiles. Hermes ready-to-wear is actually reasonable within context. Caleb, I agree with you. There's actually a piece from Hermes that I've been considering purchasing. But since years now, and it never went up in price since years. I've been pushing it away because it's a bit of a clumpy piece. So, but anyway, story for another day. Geekanoid says, our old family doctor would get you to cough even if you went in there with earache. Very serious actually, when you think about it. This was 45 years ago. Wow. Lie to me 101 says, love the ASMR. Thank you. Paul Parker says, I like ASMR. I got a couple of ASMR videos, by the way, in my channel. You can check them out. We need another ASMR video to help me fall asleep, says Melly. Louis Vuitton review is coming up next, so you'll get a chance. All right, guys. Thank you so much for co-reviewing this fashion show with moi, yours truly, Dacob. So you guys, I would like to thank my patrons and my members of the YouTube channel. Your names are scrolling here to the side. Thank you for producing my channel. Literally, your support helps sustain this crazy show that we put in place every weekend for you guys. That goes on for hours and hours. So thank you. Thank you so much for acknowledging it. Thank you so much for appreciating it and showing me that you appreciate it. Thank you. Your contributions mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And also thank you so much to all my super chatters. Listed in the link in the list beside here is also are also all the super chats that we've gained today throughout the live stream. Thank you guys so much for that as well. you too can join today. So you could subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and next to the subscription button, there is a join button that you could push and become a member today and gain access to special extra perks just for you. You could also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together there. Become a patron of the Fashion Bunker today. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Super Dacob, all spelled together. And you can also follow me on my special fan pages, fan accounts that are dedicated to Coco Chanel. One is called Coco Chanel is in my house, all spelled together, dedicated to my Chanel collection. And the other profile is called Coco Chanel Privé, all spelled together, dedicated to the life of Coco Chanel. It's a fan account where I celebrate her love and all the achievements that she managed to reach in her life up until 1971 when she passed away. So you guys, sure, we laugh about this, we roast these shows, we have some fun together. I mean, you know, fashion, for the people producing it, it's money. They need to make the money and they're very serious about it. But honestly though, fashion is a volatile thing. It's a beautiful, volatile thing that should be laughed at. You should be able to enjoy it. You should be able to dissect it and have fun with it. Because if not, then it's not fashion anymore. Then it's a dictatorship. And I don't like dictatorships. I like when fashion remains something that you can laugh about, that you can openly talk about, that you could laugh together with your friends about. Because at the end of the day, it is crazy. It is crazy to decide to drop 10K on a jacket. It is crazy. If you compare the prices to the rest of the thing, you can eat for almost a year with 10K. Or you could get a jacket. It's like so crazy. The proportions, everything is so whack nowadays in our society. There is no logic to things anymore. And the more we lose logic to things, the more funny they become in a way. And so the more logical it becomes to me to laugh about them. Also to take away all that power from them in a way, to take away all that manipulative power that they try to perpetrate upon us. No, if I can laugh about something, that means I don't take it too seriously. That means that I can also appreciate it from a distance, but not take it as law. It's just a fleeting thing. Okay, it's a fashion show, so what? Next one is coming up in a couple of months anyway, so everybody from your own team that made this show is going to forget about it because they're already working on the next collection. So for them, this is already passé. For them, this is already old. Even though it just hit the runway a week or two ago, it's already old. And that's the nature of fashion. It's so ridiculous that in the moment it's created, it's already old and it's already obsolete. Because the moment it's created in its physical form, there's already the idea of another 3 shows coming up after that. So it doesn't mean anything really. Everything is futile. So are our lives. We live only the amount of time we'll live and then it's all over. So might as well enjoy it while we live. And how do we enjoy it? By having fun. And we laugh. The more you laugh, the more you get to prolong your life, actually, scientists say. So keep laughing about fashion shows. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. See you soon. Take care. Bye.